Data breaches and cyber attacks. We hear about these in the news all the time. I'm concerned we're becoming desensitized to them. I'm also concerned that not everybody is aware on how to safeguard their information. So I want to share with you some examples of what someone can do with your stolen information, steps you can take to protect yourself from identity theft, and what to do if you become a victim. So let's look at some facts. Cyber attacks against corporations, hospital systems, financial institutions, big business, they're not going away anytime soon. It's estimated that more than 88 million people are victims of cyber crimes each year. That's a lot of people and a lot of personal information falling into the wrong hands. In 2023, there were 725 healthcare data breaches that resulted in the exposure of more than 133 million records. That's 133 million people's information being stolen. Now, every data breach is a little unique in what's being illegally accessed. Some might just include names, addresses, and phone numbers, but others may include more sensitive information, like your medical insurance number or your social security number. This is a real concern because the more information somebody has about you or that they're able to gather about you, the easier it is for them to steal your identity. So some examples of identity theft are somebody opening up a loan or credit card in your name, filing medical claims using your medical insurance information, filing taxes under your name to get your refund, or submitting claims to steal your social security benefits. So companies are continually investing a lot of money to keep their computer systems up to date, and I am grateful for that. However, there's still things you and I can do to keep our information safe. First, I can't speak highly enough of identity theft protection. Now, not all service providers are equal, so you really need to research what they monitor. Some will monitor more than just your sensitive information, like your medical insurance card, your social security card number, or social security number, passport number, driver's license number. They'll even monitor sex offenders and let you know when they move into your area. I'm a fan of the ones that offer what's called restoration services. Now, it takes hundreds of hours to restore an identity, and they help you navigate all of this. Additionally, if you've lost income or benefits, you've incurred legal fees or other expenses in the process of cleaning up this mess, they'll reimburse you. Identity theft protection is something you can get for your entire family, children included, because let's be honest, children are not exempt from identity theft. I actually know somebody who had their identity stolen before they even graduated high school, so unfortunately, it does happen. Now, these plans I've seen for a family of 4, you can get a plan for about $20, $25. And when you have these in place, you'll get notification of breaches that happen in real time, especially with their cyber scans. But if you receive a notification in the mail about a data breach that you've been a part of, take note and take action. So they're contacting you because they're legally obligated to, but they often offer you like 1 or 2 years of identity theft monitoring for free. Take it. Another thing that you can do to protect yourself is to freeze your credit reports with Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. These are the 3 main bureaus that a lot of lenders go to in reviewing a borrower's prior experience with managing debt. They want to see how much you've already taken out, how well you're doing with making the monthly payments before they make a decision to lend you more money. And if your credit report is frozen, they can't see this history until you unfreeze it. So freezing your reports just slows down the process of anybody being able to take out credit in your name. You can also look at these reports annually. You can go to annualcreditreport.com, pull all 3 of them once a year. You can look at all of them at once or space them out and look at one every 3 or 4 months. And if you haven't done so already, set up an account at myssa.gov. Here you can monitor to see if there's any claims on your Social Security benefits. You can better understand what Social Security benefits you are eligible for disability and retirement. And if you lose your Social Security card, you can replace it at that site. Now, they are shifting to a single sign-on system for all federal websites, which is great because it makes your login information more secure. So I highly recommend migrating to that already if you have a username and password for myssa.gov. So let's recap the precautionary actions you can take. First, invest in identity theft protection, preferably one with restoration services. Freeze your credit reports, download your credit reports on an annual basis, and set up an account with myssa.gov. Like I said, you can monitor your account claims there and do some other things too. Now, I have done all of these, and unfortunately, twice this year, my personal information has been stolen. This month, I received notification that our family's information was part of a healthcare system cyber attack. The second notification I received was that my information is appearing on the dark web. Specifically, my social security number is showing up on the dark web as being aligned to somebody in a different state. How or why that's happening, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. All I know is that's not good. So I called the non-emergency number with the local police department, explained to them what I saw, what I learned, and they set up a case number for me. And I took that case number and then I reported that to the federal authorities. So I went to FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, filed a report with them, explained to them what I learned, how I learned about it, gave them the case number from the local police department. And then I also went to the Social Security Administration and I filed a report with them because it's my Social Security number and that's not necessarily a number you can just replace like a phone number. So I tried filing all of these on the phone, and they even say on the hotlines, you need to go to the website. And it makes sense. They probably receive hundreds, if not thousands, of these reports a day. So for them to automate it just makes sense. So the nice thing, though, about filing on a website is that I was able to download a copy of the report for my own records. So there were additional steps beyond just the reporting. I verified that my credit reports are still frozen, placed fraud alerts on all 3 reports. I logged into my SSA.gov account to verify that there's no new activity for benefit claims. I pulled my credit reports to make sure there's no unusual activity, like a new debt showing up. And when in this type of situation, they always recommend paying attention to your money. Of course, we pay attention to our bank accounts and other financial accounts on a regular basis, and we'll continue to do so. The last thing I did was I went to identitytheft.gov, answered some questions to see if there was any other agency that I needed to file a report with based on what's happened. Thank God there's not been a financial loss. The site just advised that I, file my taxes early so that a scammer doesn't beat me to it and attempt to receive any refund we might be receiving. So if you receive an official notice in the mail that your information has been compromised, please pay attention to it. I actually learned of a nonprofit organization called Identity Theft Resource Center, and on their website you can actually look at all the cyber attacks and data breaches and system and human errors that they are tracking. You can actually filter them by date and by company name, so that's another way to kind of double check that what you're learning about is legit. So again, please take the time to research and invest in identity theft protection. Take all the precautionary actions that you can take for you and your family. Your future self will thank you.